as the Heat go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the Hawks, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And Kenny, tonight we have two of the more veteran rosters in the league competing. Obviously, a lot of experience out there on the floor. What kind of game do you think we'll see with all these vets?
Well, with vets, you're going to see good floor spacing, guys who take care of the basketball, and they're going to get back on the defensive end. You don't have to coach guys like that. You just let them go. You're going to be doing all the little things that make the big difference in winning and losing.
We're in a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. Last outing for Atlanta unsuccessful, the loss to the Wizards. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward position. They get the rebound. And it's Miami's ball. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Got plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Now Teague, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted it. It can be intimidating, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve. But eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Back to Korver. Shoots. Just 4 to shoot. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now is still trying to find its way. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
For Atlanta, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Horford with the screen on Dragic. Teague the pass to Horford. Dishes to Gallinari. Horford sets a screen for Gallinari. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Jenkins. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Now Teague, after the missed 3 from Goran Dragic. And it's Gallinari missing.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
He had a nice open look right there. Jenkins got his first points of the game.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
It's stolen by Jenkins. Launches it. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Jenkins got 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Picked by Horford. Korver kicks to Teague. Gallinari in the corner. Millsap sets the pick for Gallinari. To the wing right side. Clock at 2. Lets it go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And again, the basket from Jenkins. He has 7.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Jenkins. 7 points in the game. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Jenkins got 9.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The feed now to Muscala. There's the dish to Jenkins. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Okay, Miami, now coming on the board are your Heat answers. Let me hear ya.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Rivers kicks to Jenkins. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jenkins got 13 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now on a screen on Rivers. Here's Schroeder. Villar with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Bosch. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Heat shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
He hits the second from the line. The Hawks trail by 10. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Really left alone that time. Cephalosha's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Jenkins with it. He's got 13, and he drops it in from the low post. Jenkins got 15.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Rivers. Kicks it to McLemore. There's the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
And a wide open look for Flynn. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice...
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. What a great cut. Can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. McLemore is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 slot. And it's Schroeder missing. The Heat leading by 14. Jenkins dishes to Muscala. Pass to Jenkins. Lets the 3 fly. Atlanta with the rebound. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And here is Cephalosha. Here's Millsap. And it's good. Fought through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Winslow's checked in for Jenkins. And then for Atlanta.
Substitution.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Personal foul.
The Hawks have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
24 seconds left now here in the second. Some solid defense from Bosch. Green, the pass to Rivers. He kicks to Jenkins. Pass to Rivers. Rebound, Atlanta.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
The clock runs out. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
What a game we've seen here for Jenkins. 18 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Jenkins in at shooting guard. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dragic, and it's Muscala in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers did some really solid work on the floor. He finished with 24 points and pulled down an enormous 8 rebounds. This was just the game he needed to snap the cold spell he was in. That has to be a major relief for his team, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Millsap kicks to Korver. From outside, off the mark.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Dragic dishes to Jenkins, and stolen by Horford. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And oh, here we go, Jenkins, and nobody is down. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing. Guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throws drop for Korver. Both free throws good from Korver. The Heat leading by 13. Dragic kicks to Martin. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now here's Jenkins. He's tightly guarded and stolen by Horford. Right side Teague. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The baseline jumper goes down. Teague's got 9 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Dragic the pass to Jenkins. The kick out to Bosch. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside Teague. Picked by Horford. Korver dishes to Gallinari. Back to Korver. From the arc. That's good. Korver's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that have the fastest hands in the league last season. In fourth, the Heat.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and the wrist breaker.
Outrageous, guys.
Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Jenkins. Jenkins got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And Teague, here we go. The putback kept alive. Horford. It's tipped.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And they're moving it up. From past the arc. And there's Jenkins. That's good on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Feeds to Gallinari. He dishes it to Teague. Picked by Horford. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Dragic. Picked by Horford. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Now here's Jenkins. D right on him. Back to Dragic. Shot off the screen. And another basket for Miami.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Green, he's checked in for Miami. Austin Rivers comes in for Goran Dragic. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Horford. Jerebko comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Gallinari. And it's Ben McLemore in for T. Pass to Rivers. Jacks up a three. That is good. Rivers has got 6 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Rivers. And he gets it to go. Here's Jenkins. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a... And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Hawks trail by 19. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Sefolosha, Jonas Jerebko out there with Allen. Then it's McLemore. They set the pick. Sefolosha with it. Now Green defending. Allen kicks to McLemore. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the Hawks score. Miami leading by 17. The pass to Green, but Trey, and he gets it to go.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Then for the Hawks. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Teague against Dragic. Teague can't hit. For Miami, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Dishes it to Jenkins. Bosch sets the pick for Jenkins. Back to Dragic. Lots of room. Allen with the rebound.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Over to the wing. Dragic against T. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is up and in.
If the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Outside Dragic.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
He feeds it to Jenkins. 6 to shoot. The dish to Muscala. And again, Miami with the triple. So it's Atlanta now. There's the feed to Sefolosha.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside goes.
Allen kicks to T. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. From deep, McLemore. Offensive rebound.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
To the left wing. Bosch, the screen. Winslow with it. Now defended by McLemore. Shots good by Jenkins.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Heat.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Hawks.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And the foul called on Freak. So that's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Lavoy Allen. Molinari comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Corver in for McLemore. And Augustine kicks to Jenkins. A 3-ball. And he gets it to go. Jenkins got 32 points in the game.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate.
Play, boy. Way to play. Hey.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and
Why couldn't their defense find a way to stop you tonight?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask them that. I just took what they gave me and was fortunate enough to get some buckets.
You had a great night passing. Don't you wish your teammates would feed you once in a while?
And look, I feel like I hone my passing to such a precise skill. So why shouldn't I keep doing it? Yeah, sure, I like to get mine sometimes, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So have the early stages with the new team been everything you hoped it would be?
Well, it's no secret I've wanted to be here for a long time. And I gotta say, it feels great. This is just the first game of many, and I know we're going to do some big things here. Anything less than a championship will be considered a failure by me, so I hope y'all ready, because I'm about to take my game to a whole nother level. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Is that all? All right, cool. Peace.
get on the court with us and take a dive into my team with Robbie from Two Bros Gaming, and of course have some VC for you with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
I'm done. What up,